Yeah, this bearing is no good anymore, so I just bought a couple of wheel studs, longer, 55 mils, and we're gonna try to remove this hub, and we have bought a new hub. So let's start with removing the hub. Of course, I've removed the caliper and the brake disc as well. And let's try with these 3. I have an additional 2, and I'm gonna use an air impact wrench. So these seem to work really fine, though these studs were too short. I need to take them down to about here, but I'll see if I can put some kind of spacer in between to just get the last one out. It was really no troubles getting it out with that tool. Yeah, if these were to have been a bit longer, M12 times 1.25, so really fine course. If they would have been longer, would have been easier. Now I had to use like spacers. It worked fine with only 3. I guess if you have long, fine threaded M12s, 5 of them, and you will get it out pretty easy actually. So now we're gonna sacrifice this one. I believe this one seems to be the original, since it's not a through hole. So we're gonna sacrifice this one and try to use it to fit the other one. I'll show you how I will do it. So I'm gonna try to use the old flange. So I cut it off the old bearing with an angle grinder. Fairly easy, but you can see it's quite solid with the material, but was a good material to cut. So let's continue. So now we're part ways in making the special tool. So here's the new hub. Here's the old hub, and I have put like M10s in this one. I'm gonna use this, and then I also have machined like a slot here, or adapter, and to fit this pipe and threaded thingy. So I'm gonna put this here, and then I machined an old brake disc, and I'm gonna cut away like here, so I can slide that in, and then I can push on like perhaps a few points. And then I have this bad boy. I'm gonna cut it with the angle grinder, since I don't have machinery to cut it nicely. Is to mount on the back side of the hub. So now I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'm gonna go home and do some angle grinding. Okay, so we're almost there. Just a little bit further. I needed to loosen it to lubricate here, because this one was spinning metal to metal, and also lubricated the threads there. So I think it will be a bit easier now to turn it. I don't think the impact wrench made it any further than this, or really slow. So I think I will go with the manual one, the last bit. So let's continue. Oh, barely made it. We have like 2 millimeters to go, and I went without the part that I cut out, and then the disc cracked. Really not that surprised. It's cast iron, was a fairly easy go, but I'll have to cut the steel ring and fit. So now bearing is fully seated, and I had to do a modification, and I actually had some things to laser cut. So I laser cut 2 plates of 5mm steel. I will try to upload this step files, and like that. Put it behind the hub, and like that, and you bolt it together, and then you can push on it instead of the disc brake solution that I had. So this goes like that, and then I grinded off some bolts to assemble through these holes. So yeah, it kind of looks like the bearing is not fully seated, but looking at the inside, I think it's fully seated.